Okay, we're good. I hear it. No, they have to listen to Learn to Meow. That's the first thing they hear on stream. This is the worst day ever. We'll do intros and everything in just a sec. You get to enjoy the Berkeley warm-up in the meantime. Oh my god, who made those sliders? Who made this entire map? I was gonna say nothing, but I don't. Why is this a thing? No. I see. That is indeed a warm-up, and I wonder whether that's the last Nia-themed map you're going to see today. Thinking emoji. Big thinking emoji. Yeah, we're here. We're in Grand Finals. It's Tier 2. It's the last match of the tournament, at least for the fall. We're here with Grand Finals, Berkeley A versus Nanyang Polytechnic. Hopefully it's a good time. It's late night for all of us Americans / other North Americans, but we're having some exciting warm-ups to start us off, and with some team members not here because, according to chat, one of the two members of Nanyang is currently playing another match. So we'll see how it works out. Well, you can see us in the bottom corner, but I'm Cytosine. I'm joined by Sparky. If you want to say a few words of hello, Sue.
Hello, glad to be here. Excited to be able to cast what is going to be the last match, as you said earlier, of this split. Two very good teams going up at it against each other. It'll be very interesting. We have the dynamic duo from Nanyang Polytechnic, Inquisitive and Jock3, going up against a full lineup for UC Berkeley here. It'll be very interesting to see how the team dynamics play out. The players from Nanyang gonna have to play everything whether or not they want to or not. So be interesting to see how they handle the entire pool.
Exactly. I mean, we have seen a lot of both teams throughout this tournament because to make it here, you had to play many matches and win basically all of them. So we've seen players on both teams do really well. What is this warm-up anyway? I don't... I guess I've seen this as Inquisitive's warm-up and some big Yoshi in the background. I never understood this mean. But yes, Inquisitives has been popping off all tournament, looking comfortable on basically every kind of map, and Jock3 matching as well. Azurium, AJ Noska, Stellurite, and Stexus kind of filling in a team performance, team dynamic really working out for them. And we're going to see the battle of the talent kind of meet up in this final super difficult pool in which surely we won't see FCs, right? Surely that's not what this pool is designed for.
Oh, they lack critical information. It is going to be, if you are just tuning in to this match for the first time, welcome. Glad to have you here. It is going to be a best of 13, first team to 7. We'll be taking this match in the instance of, I believe, Nanyang. I believe they're coming in from the lower bracket. But regardless, if the team from the lower bracket does win, we will have a bracket reset. So it'll be a lot at stake here.
Playing 25 maps in a row, I swear.
Stranger things have been done before. A bit of a... It is not a sprint, it is a marathon in a format this long. Definitely Gonna be quite a bit of a long match ahead of us here, and it'll be very interesting to see how the players hold up stamina-wise and mentally. As you mentioned earlier, it is getting pretty late here in North America, but for our folks on the other side of the world, just starting their days off, maybe mid-afternoon, depending on where they're at, so that'll also come into play, you would imagine.
It's supposedly around noon in Singapore, which is where I believe Jock 3 and Inquisitives are located. So we'll see if everyone's warmed up or if they get tired as the day goes on. I would say things about that warm up, but it looked like a regular map, not like Learn to Meow EDM edition. So no comments whatsoever.
No, that was the best map of all time. That is the map of all time, if I do say so myself. And looks like that will do it for the warm-ups here. And we'll be getting into the official match proceedings here relatively shortly. I do believe there is a player
Yes.
missing.
Jock 3 in chat is warm up over. Just in time, I suppose.
Well, they better be in time. They have a
I
match.
mean, it's better than like those players who wake up 5 minutes before their match and they're like, I didn't realize we had a match right now.
So true. I mean, to be fair, they've had over a week and a half to get this scheduled out and sorted. So I mean, if you can't do it at that point, can't help you there. So it looks like we have the
It has been a
roles.
week, yeah, since the last time Inquisitives and Jock 3 played this pool. So we'll see if they put up the same scores they did last time against Washington. They looks like Inquisitives won the roll. That means Nanyang has won the tournament. There's nothing else to do actually. There's not even a bracket reset.
Yeah, we're just leaving right now. So we'll see what the decision is going to be with regards to the bans.
So just for a bit of context here, the two bans from Nanyang last time, I believe, were Nomad 6 and Hidden 2, if I remember correctly. Definitely Nomad 6. Basically the low approach rate reading maps. One of which was a custom, can't believe you're banning the custom maps. But honestly, I would not be surprised to see those same bans again, because Berkeley is a very strong low AR team, and the Nomad 6 custom map was mapped by a Berkeley member. Of course, no bias, like the Bushy did not tell anyone about the map itself, but given the theme of the song, I think one of the teams might enjoy that a little more than the other.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Try and keep things as fair as possible, but I mean, a team has strengths and weaknesses, and I mean, I just so happened to line up with the team strengths. So as you said, it might be more of the same here coming out from Nanyang. It'll be interesting to see what Berkeley is gonna toss out here for the bans. Instead of opting to ban order, pick order, they want second ban. So for Berkeley, up to pick if they want to pick first or second here.
Yeah, of course, as you said, Berkeley, the team in the winners here, so they have the advantage of the potential bracket reset and also having a full 12 maps worth of info on what Nanyang can play and can't play. Normally that would be a pretty big advantage, but given that Inquisitives got 700k on half the maps last week, it's going to be not super easy to put together a strategy just based off of that. But we see the bans coming out. Berkeley's going to ban the Nomad 2, one of the tapping maps to start it off. Very similar theme to what we saw last week. Speed being banned against Nanyang, given that Jock 3 is also quite a competent speed player, even in late stages. No, we do see the same bans. We're never going to see Seiso see the light of day. So there goes the AR8 map and the AR0 map.
Yeah, for sure. More of the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And especially against a team like this, definitely don't want to make any last-second adjustments that can throw you off your game. So Berkeley up to ban last before Nanyang is going to be doing the first pick for this match. We're going to see what that last ban is going to be.
Guessing probably another tapping-oriented map. So DT3, DT2 would make sense. The usual DT mechanics maps, or Nomad 5. Again, it really depends on... They've gotten 2 weeks to practice at this point, so it's just whatever feels good.
Yeah, for sure. It's a double-edged sword when you have this much time to practice a map. You either committed to memory and become super comfortable on it, or you just mind block all the patterns and it just becomes very arduous to play through.
I mean, on the flip side, this is Grand Finals. You're not supposed to be able to play these maps, so the fact that the players can at all is wild. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. It always feels like that's the case with tournament after tournament. You set the bar higher and higher, and the players just keep managing to clear that bar ever so slightly, and we have to make the pools even harder the next time. And it looks like DT3 is going to be the ban for Berkeley to round things out.
A lot of the bangers are gone. The 2 electronic tapping maps are gone, which is sad, and the 2 funky low AR maps are also gone. But Nanyang's gonna get the first pick, and we're gonna see if they go with the familiar pick that they picked last week and trying to continue their strategy. It depends whether they're gonna treat Berkeley as a similar team to Washington, both of whom had strong core teams with some specialists as well.
Yeah, for those that weren't watching last week, can you remind us what that first pick was from Nanyang to start that match off?
That is a good question. I believe they started off with a Nomad 4 pick. I'm not really sure if it's a particularly good pick for them here, just because last week they were... So just for some context on how these teams have made it here, basically other than facing off against Berkeley, Nanyang's been almost sweeping all the other teams. Basically, other teams have gone maybe 1 or 2 points off of them, and the Inquisitive Shock duo has just been tearing through. They did drop to losers against Berkeley, but then managed to knock out the number 1 and number 3 seed. Berkeley's had slightly closer matches, but has, as we've seen, won it all the way through. And we do see the Nomad for repeat pick. Interesting. So yes, the Alt-Tech Zek map, or I guess I should say Livia map, Inquisitives did FC this last week. So if he's playing in the same condition as last time, you might see some really good scores again. But this will kind of set the tone. We're going to see whether... looks like Berkeley and Nanyang are on the wrong sides. We should tell them to switch. Perhaps the ref can give them a quick notice, otherwise we can just mentally swap them in our heads. But yes, we should expect this kind of one of their comfort picks, perhaps. Get it out of the way if you're knowing how you generally feel about it. And it looks like Azurium is stellar, right? The core on Berkeley's side is going to be coming in for this.
Very nice, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see Berkeley run through their roster as this match goes further and further. And it looks like the players are going to be set, as we said at the top of the broadcast, Inquisitive and Jock3, a dynamic duo. They're going to have to play everything whether or not they want to or not. So don't have to speculate about any potential substitutions from them. It's going to be all up to Berkeley to make sure that the right players are in the right spots to keep things going here. And yeah, ref caught it in time. We are going to swap the players so we don't inadvertently call out misses for the wrong team.
It was suggested to me that given the way Inquisitives played last time, we should change the hit sound for the miss sound to surely Inquisitives doesn't hold more than 10 combo, and see if that works. This is a banger though. I think this is the first time all tournament we've had an alt-tech, lower BPM tech map. And apparently some people here like Livia as a mapper. I haven't played any Livia maps before other than this one. So if you have any thoughts, you should say them in the chat. You should hype up your favorite players, just like people do in real sports.
Yeah, for sure. Lend your support to your favorite team, whom you want to see come out on top, or not you want to see that bracket reset. It starts here. It is not a sprint. It is going to be a marathon. The players are ready. We are loaded into this first map. It is going to be a Leviathan coming out here. And already strong starts from the Nanyang duo here, leading on accuracy right out of the intro. A couple of hundreds getting dropped left and right. Stellar are going to be the one finding the first drop of the match, and that's going to help extend this lead for Nanyang Polytechnic. Azurium following soon thereafter, and that's going to be a bit of a comfortable lead to start this map off. Jock3 does eventually trade it back, but Inquisitives standing above everybody else, but they trade it with Azurium here.
I believe Inquisitors actually missed on the map, but yes, these patterns are pretty tricky. Lots of aim control, some slightly weird flow patterns and cut patterns as well. So we're going to have to see if they can stay consistent on it. We do see a break from both Accelerate and Jock 3 on that pattern. Accuracy's in the favor of Inquisitives, I believe, still with the generally higher accuracy. And actually, is that a high accuracy from Inquisitives? Actually, can't tell if that's a 90 or 98.
I believe it's a 98 here. And Accelerate going to find another drop.
As we get into the big drop, I don't even know what you call these, but wide space patterns, and Zuri and Accelerate full break from Berkeley here, not looking super comfortable on the first pick from Nanyang. And holding combo both players from Nanyang actually. Comfortable lead and about 150,000 points in the bank. The map is not super long, so it's already almost over its first map.
Yeah, last quarter still to go. It looks like Jock 3 and Inquisitors were able to find their footing after those early slip-ups and able to keep it to a minimum here, at least compared to this Berkeley roster. Zurium finding another drop, but it is traded from Jock 3 here, but I feel like this lead is quickly becoming insurmountable, especially off the back of Inquisitor's performance. That one didn't hurt that much. Accelerate does follow after Jock 3 finds a miss, and Accelerate going to be struggling a little bit on this outro just a little bit here. Azurium going to miss, and that is going to be the nail in the coffin on this first pick. And Nanyang Polytechnic, a very strong start on this No Mod 4 pick, and they're going to make it 1-0.
Yeah, 400,000 points there of difference by the end. Nice scores from Azurium and Accelerate still. I think they both beat my score when I tried playing this, and only 1 and 2 misses respectively, but Inquisitive's looking very comfortable. The higher ACK, no misses, just a slide break somewhere in the middle there. A very nice pick from them, and something they can feel comfortable with, even if they have to play it again.
Yeah, for sure. A very consistent pick for them. The good thing for Berkeley that it was Nanyang's first pick. So basically just try and tank your way through it and hope that you could maybe pick up a break point off the back of a couple of slip-ups. So nothing to get too down on. It is going to be their first pick coming up here. We'll be interested to see what their approach to this match is going to be.
I won't pretend to know anything about what their strategies are, just because they've had 2 weeks to think about it and know much more about each other than I do. But from what I can see, Hidden and Hard Rock could be potential weak points here, particularly Hard Rock, given that Jock 3 isn't able to play high ISR Hard Rock as well as who can play DT, for example. But of course, to pick that, you would have to feel like you have 2 players who are both comfortable playing at Inquisitor's level. So I'm not really sure what to expect at all.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time throwing out this first pick. They want to make sure to get this match off on the right foot. The last thing you want to do is start the match off by giving over a breakpoint to your opponent. Oh, it's going to be Hidden 1 coming out here. Nuclear Star going to be the first pick for Cal Berkeley.
Yo, banger, any Camellia enjoyers in the chat? Yeah, this is light tech. I think it's not very similar tech map to the one we just saw, so they could just be exploring. I don't think Nanyang played this in their bracket losers grands match earlier. Oh, Virginia Tech, our favorite ref, posting Camellia Nuclear Star Toybots Extra directly into the chat. I don't think that's doing what they want.
Listen, we're all allowed 1 oopsie per match. Jock 3 asking what the bans were, just to keep a mental note as to what they can and can't go for.
Shortly after the match, they'll play No Mod 6 for stream reasons.
We'll just play all the band maps, they're all so good.
That's true. Coolers worked hard on the poll, we gotta appreciate their work to the fullest. Looks like we're getting started with this soon though. I don't know how much we've been telling everyone else, but it's a higher BPM, light tech map. It's a Toybot map, so the patterns aren't going to look super complicated, but it'll be fun to play, and you do need hidden consistency for this, so it makes sense where it fits.
Yeah, very importantly, no substitutions from Berkeley here. It is going to be a Stellarite and a Zurium going at it once again, trying to get the run back on Jock 3 and Inquisitives for that first pick. See if they can hold on, stave off this relentless duo that has been tearing up this lower bracket. That's going to be a slider break from Jock 3 out of the introduction. Going to hand Cal Berkeley a bit of a cushion to work with here out of the introduction. You imagine it's going to start to even out as the map begins to build up here.
Oh, I love sliders. I love slider streams. Everybody breaks except Inquisitives as we get to this first drop.
Yeah, Stoppos, if you've heard that one before, a three-way drop, Inquisitives being the only one surviving out of that burst into the second quarter of the map. Instead, we're going to find another drop here. Now one's going to start doing some damage as Nanyang Polytechnic starts to take the lead here off the back of Inquisitive's current full combo run here.
Still at 99 hack, by the way. With that slider stream and these patterns, that's not an easy task at all.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many places to trip up on, but they are managing to... Oh, as I was about to say it, they do find the slider break. So all four players have found at least one drop, but Jock3 did have the supporting combo to keep that lead in check. Does not immediately trend over to Berkeley's side, so still a bit of work to do for Azurium and Stellarite as we make our way into the second third of the map.
Oh,
Extreme, couple sliders.
No breaks, okay.
Yeah, it's always so tense seeing the transitions out of those burst streams. And as we make our way into the back half of the map, it's still more of the same. It is Nanyang still in the driver's seat for the moment. That can definitely change. This map has so many tricks up its sleeve.
Right, and everyone's built up a healthy returning combo even after their little breaks. So any break here matters a lot, especially from the players holding the higher accuracy, which is Azurium and Inquisitives, as we've seen many times through this tournament. But all these patterns, you can just slightly miss one of those backwards and Jock3 breaks, and so the lead does start shifting over to Berkeley. Scores lift, everyone sees each other's scores, and it's really up to who can hold combo in this next section.
Yeah, right now, Azurium and Stellarite able to take advantage off the back of the combo they've managed to build up. Azurium still holding on to the S here. Apparently it was just a slider break when they did find their little fumble in the start of the map. So gonna make a bit of difference here as we make our way into the last third of the map. It's gonna be up to Inquisitives to basically shoulder the burden for now as Jock3 makes their recovery run. But it's gonna take maybe a miss from the Berkeley side to bring them back, and that's the miss that they might need here. Stellarite finding a slider break on the transition into the last key eye. Inquisitive Jock3, oh my goodness, there's a three-way break all over the place. Everybody dropping. The only person still left standing is Azurium going into the last sliver of map. They need to hold here. The lead is extending for this Berkeley roster.
What a score. Even as the map ramps up in intensity, still holding that 1200 combo here and looking to make it a pretty decisive point once everything runs out. Still good scores from everyone else, but oh, okay. I think there's not enough time in the map left, but there's enough of a score here to secure them the point. But as the map finishes off, no chain misses. Oh, Azurium does chain miss on that, but I think the scores are pretty much settled here. As it winds down, everyone looks around. There's no combo on the board, and Berkeley looks to even it out and take the first point, making it 1-1.
Yeah, those couple of trays started to get a little bit dicey there, but they had built up enough of a cushion to stave off any advances from Nanyang, and they are indeed going to make it 1-1 now.
After seeing where everyone broke on that map, I'm tempted to say this is a speed map. It's 200 BPM and people broke on all the streams. Man.
It's funny because I think some of them actually made it through the stream, and as soon as it changed and went into those like buzz sliders, it was just like, okay, I hit the hard part. Oh, well, okay, I couldn't have seen my way through it.
Sad. It is a combo game at the end of the day, and huge combo from Azurium is what made the difference on that point.
Love the comment. Azurium, you're not supposed to combo that, but I did.
New rule, now we have to edit the rules in the SCL Winter 2023. Azurium may not combo hit and one.
So it shall be done, and Nanyang gonna be up to pick next here. All square. Be interesting to see where they decide to go from here.
All right, I think they're gonna pick DT4. That was their second pick last week, so I'm using my extreme powers of infinite deduction to say they're gonna do it again.
There's a world of infinite possibilities. Let's see if they manage to land.
I think there are really
only
only
one.
10 possibilities.
There's so many maps in the pool. Next thing you know, they're gonna pull something out of nowhere.
You just pick like easy 15 and we just put on a random map from OC.
So once again, going back into the think tank, you want to make sure, like, this is the highest stakes match for many reasons. I think the most obvious one is the fact that it is Grand Finals. As you can see on tag on screen, there is very little room for error if you are Nanyang Polytechnic. You only get one shot at it to make it, and it is going to be DT4. Your premonition was correct. Please buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I will buy a lottery ticket based off of Inquisitive scores from last week's match.
Hey, you never know, there's probably people that go into previous results from the lottery and just use the same numbers over and over again.
True. What's the thing? Like, insanity is like doing the same thing and expecting different results. So why not? Why not pick the same numbers?
Exactly. So it looks like we see the departure of Azurium and Estelia, right? And right on cue, they come right back and then leave once again. It's gonna be Stexus coming
the DT high AR player in the team, I think.
Yeah, this will be their time to shine. You would imagine here it'd just be a question of who comes to back them up.
Honestly, out of the remaining players, I would still expect Azurium, just because Azurium is the most seasoned tournament player, and the AJ is a low AR hidden / other gimmick player, and Estelia is primarily no mod but fills in for the rest. So that is what I would expect mostly. Anyone in the chat, correct me if I am mischaracterizing what's going on here. It looks like we have many Berkeley familiar faces in the chat here. And we do see Azurium back here. For anyone who is not paying super close attention, this is your high AR 10.3 map. It's like Alt plus DT. I think it's unbeatable because I can't read 10.3. I'm sure the rest of the players are built different.
Yeah, they're just yoked to be able to make it this far and basically put these maps to shame. We're trying to see how the players do on this one as we wait for everybody to get ready. Looks like the MP Start command does come out.
Yeah, for context, both Jock 3 and Inquisitive's perfectly able to combo this map last time around, sporting 700 combos and a combined team score around 800k. So it's really Stexus and Azurium that's in the group here. What the heck? Inquisitive's already broke. This is definitely a sign to come for what's coming up next.
Yeah, Inquisitives broke Jock 3 with a very low accuracy to start. Not the start you would have won if you are supporting Nanyang Polytechnic, but Berkeley going to be able to take advantage here. But that being said, it's a very slender lead that they have to hang on to for the moment. It is still very early on in the map.
And this map is pretty similar throughout, so expect the players to get more and more used to it by the end. But with this, as you said, the accuracy are very high, so it's going to be up to who can combo it. And Jock 3 breaks right before this Ki, but we'll see if anyone can hold combo through it, honestly.
Yeah, so far 3 of the 4 players are able to hold on. Inquisitive's actually making the recovery run, towering above everybody else in terms of accuracy, and that's really the bulk of where Nanyang's lead has come from. But that being said, that miss from Jock 3 did do some damage, but that one from Stexus is going to hand the lead right back on over, going into the second quarter of the map, and now it's basically anybody's game for the moment.
Yeah, combos are about even here, but it's because Inquisitives has this 5% accuracy over like anybody else in the lobby here.
Yeah, basically canceling out Azurium's high combo to boot here. And as we take a break, take stock of the situation, we make our way into the back half of the map, and this lead is very fragile as we make our way further and further into this map.
About these patterns, they're so easy to get jumpscared by. Oh, and Azurium breaks right before the Ki there on that spaced cut double. And Inquisitive's here crossing 1,000 combo mark and looking to improve on his score from last time at this point. Incredible.
Yeah, that miss from Azurium gonna really start doing some damage here, despite the fact that Jock 3 is struggling a little bit more in comparison because of the fact that it is Inquisitive still holding on to the highest combo in this lobby. Stexus, actually I was to say, I thought I saw their name burst, but still able to hold on to their combo. And these missiles from Jocktree are being canceled out by the fact that Inquisitors is just still dominating this map right now. 97% accuracy from them. A 745k score, basically 1v2ing at the moment.
Stex is one like 700 combo this. I think the team score from Berkeley is definitely going to beat the previous score that Inquisitors and Jocktree put up here. And Jocktree not looking quite as comfortable as last time, but Inquisitors basically looking to FC other than that random break at the very beginning, which is just
absurd. It is incredibly absurd as this map starts to come to an end. We see players dropping left and right, but the only person that stands above them all is Inquisitives, and off the back of that performance, able to make it 2-1 now.
You're not supposed to be able to FC, like you're not getting 1 million scores on grand finals. Okay, we need to make, this is a note to myself that we need to make the standard collegiate league badge weighting system much more harsh, because Mr. Inquisitive's here with 3 badges apparently can play 10.3 at like, oh my gosh. Well, there it is. A rank, 97.5 AC, 1500 combo on your grand final at 10.3 map.
You know, just casual things you do on a Sunday afternoon. And they lag spiked at the start of the map. Okay, they could have FC'd this.
I see. So this tournament is really Inquisitives versus Azurium, Estelurite, Stexus, AJ Mosca, and Inquisitives PC.
Gotta love the 3v1. I mean, Jocktree is doing their best to hang on there, being able to lend a couple of extra score, but like, I mean, something you just gotta enjoy being in the backpack.
I mean, usually when you see one team 1v2 another, it's because the other team couldn't play it at all. But Azurium and Stexus both put up 400Ks on this map, which is like, that's really good. That's really good for a 10.3 map.
Yeah.
And still Inquisitives, like, that's how it is.
It just be like that sometimes. You just gotta tip your cap to the player that does something like that. It's like, okay, close.
I mean, I think it means that, given that both Stexus and Azurium can play this, if it comes to bracket reset and they have to see this map again, I'm not sure Inquisitives will feel that comfortable picking it this early in the match again.
Yeah, very true. It does get maybe one of those one per match runs where, yeah, they overperformed on it here, but maybe they come back down to the more average scores that we're used to seeing on something like that.
Ah, yes, surely that's what's going to happen.
Surely. But it is Cal Berkeley's second pick upcoming. Gotta watch out for that timer. You don't want the referee to make the decision for you. It's gonna be Hard Rock 3. So Anemone gonna be the pick here for Berkeley to try and keep things square.
More alt/tech. No one going super hard into the aim aspects or the tapping, kind of just sticking with the feeling out how well each team can play. I don't think Hard Rock 3 was played last time either. It's your lower BPM alt, but on Hard Rock. Senpai, Resident, all players said this is really fun, but I think Senpai just thinks all the alt maps are fun. I don't know if the players are actually going to enjoy it.
You gotta enjoy it enough to pick it, so you're gonna see. No substitutions here, so it is going to be Stexus and Azurium staying in for this map.
Yeah, I don't think there's any super strong weaknesses on either team. This map is kind of you can think of it as either an alt map or as a high BPM aim map. But Inquisitive's looking comfortable on both kinds of those maps, so I think this will be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, for sure. And as we get things underway, it is going to be Azurium finding the first slider break of the map, and that's going to help grow this lead for Nanyang. The fact that Inquisitive is holding on to this double S run, and right as I say it, that 100 does come out. It was going to happen sooner or later. I don't want to call that a curse just yet.
Yeah, sure. We'll let it slide.
Call it like half a curse. Hopefully they don't break. Then I'll feel bad.
Inquisitives will... Well, we are in the first hard part of this map with these fast, snappy alt patterns, but everyone looking pretty comfortable with them, honestly. It's nothing catching people off guard, either with the high AR or with the precision. I guess that's to be expected. Stexus does finally break on one of these differently angled patterns, But everyone else holding and looking pretty comfortable. We'll just have to see if Jock 3 actually manages to continue this. I might have to eat my words about the Hard Rock here, putting up a higher score than either Azurium or Stexus up to this break.
Yeah, so far so good if you are Nanyang Polytechnic as we make our way out of this break into the back half of the map. It is all to do for Stexus and Azurium to try and claw this lead back. It is going to be a tall task, however, just because of the fact that Inquisitive and Jocker are really just holding down the fort for the moment.
Yeah, I think A rank accuracies from both players, and is that still a double FC for Nanyang? Am I reading that correctly?
You are indeed. I don't know if it's maybe just out of sync with the combo count. I'm trying to keep track of it. I don't know if Jocktree might have missed the first note of the map, but for the moment, we basically call it an FC run. Oh, as I say that, Inquisitive does find the drop, but Jocktree is going to be able to pick up the slack here as Azurium does trade it back eventually. And this 300,000 score lead is only going to grow as Stexus finds the drop going into the last quarter. Jock3 does finally fall, but I feel like there's enough of a cushion now for Nanyang to ride their way to this ending, unless they have a complete collapse here at the end. But it's going to be Azurium finding the next drop, and I think we have a breakpoint on the cards.
Yeah, again, good performances from everyone, but just Jock3 and Inquisitive both popping off on that. Over 500,000 points for another 1 million team score in Grand Finals. I don't understand how Jock3 goes from like bottom scoring both Hard Rock maps in finals to pulling out this kind of score in Grand Finals. So kind of insane.
Yeah, it's very just a style that they enjoy a little bit better than they did last week, and that is an incredible team score from Nanyang Polytechnic, and the first breakpoint going their way as they make it 3-1 now.
These teams are kind of good, but I guess that's what you have to expect when you have the top two teams left in the tournament playing whatever we can throw at them.
Yeah, for sure, and Nanyang now with the opportunity to capitalize on that breakpoint that they've gotten to really turn the screw on the match proceedings and really give Berkeley something to think about as we make our way deeper into this match.
In chat, since when has Inquisitives played Hard Rock? Inquisitives Osu, you have no idea what money can do to a person. Man, imagine being externally motivated to get better at Osu.
Listen, we all have our reasons, and Inquisitives has found theirs as we wait for them to throw out their next pick here.
That's it. To nerf Inquisitives next time, we offer negative money. If you win the tournament, you have to pay us.
Pay us for giving you these map pools.
That's true. You pay $2 for every map pool you have to play through. How much is price pool? Go to the forum post and read it. I'm too lazy to check.
There's a true read forum post moment. So now it's Nanyang taking the opportunity to think, and before too long they are going to go Nomad 3 here, so Bloodshed going to be coming out.
It's a different order from what they did last time, but it is another alt map, so maybe they're feeling pretty comfortable on it. We also saw last week Inquisitives played this Nomad 3 and got a 1 miss, 1x50, 1x100, which is like, I think the most cracked score I've seen the entire split. So we'll see if that's replicated in any way. But this is a much higher BPM map with far more aim and aim control than the previous one. So probably filling out the Inquisitives and Jock3 trying to pull out a similar score to what they did last time. A very impressive team performance. And I'm guessing Berkeley just going to see how well they can do and scout out the general alt feeling.
Yeah, you start to wonder if they're maybe devising a bit of a contingency plan should things start going really south here. They do have that luxury of the fact that they only need to win one set. Nanyang does have to do this and do it again afterwards to take this Grand Finals first place. And it looks like Celery is going to come back in to back up Azurium here.
The Nomad core roster right here. Yeah, as I saw someone in the chat say, Akatsuki Records, kind of meh. Not my favorite artist either, but looks like Azurium is protesting against Nomad 3 and playing Hard Rock 3 again. Let's go.
Let's go. Playing the real banger in this pool. Ah, there we go. Against their best wishes. We're forcing them to play Nomad 3 now. We're seeing early act drop from Inquisitives to start this map off. You'd imagine on these Nomad picks it's going to come down to the wire, and Stellarite going to be finding the first break in the lobby. It's going to hand the lead right back over to Nanyang before too long. Jock3 and Azurium trading misses back and forth.
Yeah, the main feature of this map is those really spaced, like almost half or cross-screen 5-node bursts, and if you can hit those, then you're golden. The rest of the map, other than that, is much more comfortable. But yeah, Inquisitor's hitting the first set of those and building up a nice, healthy 350 combo to start it off. And once again with the stellar act that we saw from him last time.
Yeah, being backed up by Jock3 after their earlier break here, gonna be able to really start pulling away for the moment as we make our way into the second quarter of the map.
First, everyone hitting that first cut pattern, but Azurium breaking shortly after, and then everyone else except Inquisitors breaks. Like, you're not supposed to be able to hit those patterns, right? Where you have, like, it's 157 BPM, but it's so spaced, and there's cuts all over the place. So Inquisitors here holding once again a 99.6 accuracy, and everyone else in the lobby breaks again. Inquisitors still holds through that. Why? How? You're not supposed to hold on those patterns. Like, that is not what the map is designed for.
Listen, this is Inquisitive's world, and we are all just living in it for the moment as we make our way into the back half of the map. Still an immaculate run from Inquisitives for the moment, really pulling this lead the way over of Nanyang Polytechnic. And despite the fact that everybody else is just having a time with this map so far, it just breaks all over the place from the other three players. Inquisitive still holding on to the FC for the moment here.
Don't tell me we're going to see the same kind of score we saw last week. This is insane.
I dare not say anything too early as we make our way into the last quarter of the map. Dare I say this one might be a little bit insurmountable this late on, despite the best efforts of Stellarite and Azurium to rebuild their combo, and despite the fact that Jock3 is going to find a break here on the transition. Stellarite does trade it back. And all eyes on the top left-hand corner of your screen. I dare not say their name lest I curse them this late on, but Nanyang Polytechnic going to be well on their way to capitalizing on that breakpoint that they've found. And barring an absolute collapse, I don't think there's anything that Berkeley can do about it. It is going to be 4-1 in favor of Nanyang Polytechnic as this map comes to a close.
I'm actually speechless. There's no way Inquisitors did that again.
6 100s? Are you absolutely out of your mind?
Nah. That is not real.
There's only so much you can say there. I held my breath there at the end because I didn't want to say anything because what? We're in grand finals. What are you doing? What are we doing here?
Yes, I love 1v3ing the other 3 members of the lobby, even though they all have scores above 250k. Well, okay, I guess that answers my question about whether that was a fluke score on the Nomad 3, because you don't get that kind of score twice without being insanely cracked at that kind of map. It's not just like a few patterns there. You hit that entire thing and you hit it with 99.5 act.
They're kind of okay at this video game. Just a little bit. They have seen...
You could say they might deserve to play for the Nanyang Polytechnic OCL team. I think they might be good enough for that.
Big if true. And Berkeley off the back of this run of 3 maps going the way of Nanyang Polytechnic, gonna opt to go for Hidden 3 here to try and wrestle back some control in this match.
Yeah, Dandelion, a good song. I'm glad they picked one of the bangers left in the pool. And this is a hard hidden map. So given that they just won the hidden one and that Nanyang banned hidden two, I can see the general strategy with this. It's one of those maps that requires stamina tapping and flowing and just not tilting all over the place when you chain miss like 20 notes at once. Jock 3 not looking very comfortable on this last time, but Inquisitors did put up a nice 500k, and it was Nanyang's pick last week. So maybe this is just seeing if they can get a little more information out of them.
Yeah, for sure. If anything, information is what they'll need to rely on to try and find an avenue back into this match. Yeah, it's going to be AJ Miauska coming in, making their Grand Finals debut on this stage.
Everyone claps in the chat for AJ Miauska. I think we've now seen every single player from both teams. Let's go.
Round of applause there. Be interested to see who comes in to support them on this map.
Yep, looks like Azurium is basically perma-lobbied for these 6.6 star pool here, with the consistency to play basically any kind of map here. This is Berkeley's pick, so maybe they're feeling particularly up to the tapping, and maybe they're seeing whether Inquisitive and Jock 3 have the tapping this week compared to last week.
Yeah,
we have to see.
Looks like the players are ready. We're going to get into the sixth map of this.
Starts off pretty calm, but once you see the first streams, you're going to see who can play this and who can't.
Oh, and we see 3 misses right out of the gate. Inquisitive, Jock 3, and Azurium. Miauska finally comes to join them. All FC's gone immediately at this map's beginning. And some chain misses coming out from Berkeley, going to damage their score overall, but I think they've managed to build up. Oh, as I say that one from Azurium is going to do some damage. Miauska and Jock 3 going to trade here. And stop us if you've heard this one before. Inquisitives, as the dust settles, settling above everybody else for the moment and really starting to extend this lead for Nanyang Polytechnic here.
Yeah, none of these stream patterns very comfortable. They've been back on themselves and they're variably spaced here, but Inquisitive's holding almost 500 combo here. I believe we're going to get a break section very soon here.
Yeah,
okay, if you can count this a break. But yes, the combo, it's only 70,000 points, but it's a map with a ton of combo in the end point. Oh, Jock 3 dropping a huge chain of 100s there. As I mentioned, the stamina is really going to start playing a factor as you get farther and farther in the map.
Yeah, I feel like Jock 3 has a little bit of cushion to play with. If Inquisitives can hold on, that slider break on the transition is going to start doing some damage, but it is traded by Miauska here, so no harm, no foul for the moment. Inquisitives on the run of their life for the moment as they start to build this lead further and further, despite all these streams catching Jock 3 just taking it for a bit of a ride here as we make our way into the last quarter of the map. Miauska just finally trade the misses back. It is Azurium versus Inquisitive. Inquisitive is winning that battle by a long shot, a full team reset from the University of Berkeley, or Cal Berkeley, and not a lot of map left here. Inquisitive does finally find the drop, but the damage has been done here. And Jock 3, yeah, they're losing track of everything. They've stopped, and the score lead isn't trending back over. Inquisitive has built up such a massive cushion for Nanyang Polytechnic that Jock 3 can literally just stop playing.
He doesn't need me. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Inquisitive is doing things that are not allowed on
I have to say, the
stream.
200k from AJ and Azurium are really impressive scores too. It's easy to just like miss and lose half your score on this, but Inquisitives improving the score from last time, 1,000 combo on this map, 96 accuracy. Yeah, thank you, Jock 3, for the representation of how we're all feeling.
Listen, like I said earlier, it's like sometimes it just feels nice being in the backpack.
Being carried, quite literally.
Literally, just, I mean, that it's a team effort. Like, if you know that your teammate is overperforming, it's like, just let them do their thing. And Nanyang Polytechnic gonna opt to go for DT2 here, as the client wants to run it back.
Let's play it again. I'll play it for both teams. Clearly, I can get a good score.
I'll be like dead honest. I don't play standard, so I'm pretty sure I can get the best score out of everybody here.
True. I mean, if you know how to like make smoke art like Jock 3 did, that's apparently what's most important.
Exactly. I'll just hold the C key down, and I'm just gonna draw.
Let's go. We love art. But yes, DT2 I think a perfectly reasonable pick. It wasn't picked last time, but given the way that the more tapping oriented maps have gone, called Inquisitives can play all the tapping maps and the rest of the players can only kind of play them. This map is finger control plus 1/6 bursts. And so if you're not warm for this, it'll be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, for sure. And your eyes do not deceive you. It is currently 5-1 in favor of Nanyang Polytechnic. We'll get that extra point chalked off the board here. Don't want to make things any harder for Berkeley for the moment, and quickly corrected our streamer on top of it as always.
Let's go. We love our streamers. Shout out to the streamers, by the way. I think they've seen more matches than any of the teams have.
Yeah, for sure. They're the ones doing the heavy lifting out of all of us. Love and appreciate the work that they do.
You have to remember, this is Nanyang's pick. What the heck? Where's Inquisitives? Stop. Ref.
Yeah, it's gonna be an abort. It'll come out. We're gonna get some funny client shenanigans.
Fine if Inquisitor does not. No, Inquisitors can take a break. We're okay with that. We can let other players show off their skills.
That's true. We'll let the invisible Nanyang Polytechnic player try and contest this pick. But in all that kerfuffle, no roster changes for Berkeley. It is going to be AJ Miauska and Azurium contesting this double time pick, as Inquisitives does rejoin us.
Okay, we don't have any of those incidents where a player gets silenced mid-match and can't join lobby. It's nothing like that.
Thank goodness. Literally call a GMT over just to try and figure things out.
True. They win by forfeit just because one player gets banned.
Thankfully not the case here, as the players are now officially ready. We're going to get into, what is it, the 7th map?
Yep, map number 7, Nanyang's pick, looking to make it match point.
Yeah, very crucial match point, should I say. Oh, an immediate break from AJ Miauska to start this map off. Jock3 does eventually trade it back here. He's gonna keep the lead over on the side of Nanyang Polytechnic for the moment. Inquisitive's accuracy over Azurium making the difference as it stands.
Yeah, this map is the first half of it is kind of more focus based because it's very linear in its patterning, and you just have to make sure you don't miss any of the doubles or stacks. But as the map goes on, you're going to see more and more aim needed, and of course you have to keep being able to tap at 203 BPM with some 1/6 burst thrown in there. Okay, Inquisitives here with a 99.5 accuracy FC as usual. Actually, Azurium matching that, but AJ kind of, oh, there's the full break from Berkeley, it looks like, unless that was a Bancho. And Jock3 holding a very strong supporting combo as well.
Yeah, Jock3 really able to settle in after those early trades with AJ Miauska, but as you were saying, the full combo reset from Cal Berkeley is going to help extend this lead for Nanyang Polytechnic, who look incredibly comfortable on these double time picks. I mean, they've just looked comfortable overall on this grand finals pool, which is unprecedented given the fact that, like you've been saying, it's like this isn't meant to be easy for the players. Inquisitives does finally drop, but the damage has been done once again. A virtually insurmountable lead from Nanyang Polytechnic as we make our way into the last level of the map. A full team reset from them, but it is too little too late for Cal Berkeley to capitalize, and as this map comes to an end, it is going to be match point for Nanyang Polytechnic and make it 6-1.
Yep. Looks like the speed roster can play the speed maps, if you want to call this a speed map. Like another above 1.2 million team score. As is pointed out in chat, it is still a 1v2 on the side of Inquisitives if you do the math.
God.
And of course, but it is Berkeley's pick. We might see some either momentum shift, or maybe they're going to use this pick to scout out a map that they didn't see Nanyang play last week. We'll have to see.
Yeah, now it's a bit of strategy can get thrown in here. As you were saying, they can definitely scout out a pick that they might need more information on, try and decide what they want to do should the worst come and a bracket reset happens. And Inquisitive going nuts
Inquisitive's doing the
chat.
copium mode of I can't FC this map. If you watch this back, Inquisitives, as I know you do for the VODs, if you can FC these maps, you should be ranking up, which you should do right now. Actually, this applies to literally everyone. If you're in the chat and you're looking at this and you're like, oh, these maps look, playable, and you're rank 10,000 or higher, or lower, if you're rank 10,000 or more, it is time for you to leave the 5-digit realm and play in Tier 1 next to you. Cytosine promotes ranking up. So true. I have joined the upranker crowd. It's a great world. You don't have to worry about beating BWS if you don't worry about ranks. These maps look playable. I don't want to play Tier 1. Well, I'm glad that all the Tier 2 enjoyers are here for our match here.
And there, for those uninitiated, is there a Tier 3?
We thought about doing so, actually, but I think I don't want to say anything on behalf of hosts. Probably not during the main splits, because that sounds like a lot of pain and wrapping would be impossible. But there might be some plans to try to help initiate the lower ranked players into OCL and what it's like to play for their roster. We'll have to see.
Get the 6 digits in here. I'm raising my hand, please.
Yo, that'll be exciting. Oh, we see a pick. We see Fremod 2. Finally, we see a map below AR9 SMH. I'm so excited. I love AR8.
AR8.
Okay, but this song kind of sucks. You have to, man.
Alrighty, so finally gonna see one of the Fremont picks, and I feel like for Cal Berkeley, the Fremonts might be a bit of an extension of that hidden pool. If you really want to think about it that way, you can bring in some of their more specialized players and maybe force Inquisitors and Jock 3 to play something they're not super comfortable on. So maybe, with the way Inquisitors has been playing, it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah, we are likely to see Inquisitives hidden Hard Rock and Jock 3 hidden, as they've been doing basically throughout the entire tournament. And I mean, it's not a score that they've done. They didn't do poorly on this last week either. Combined like almost 1 million score again, with Inquisitives, I think 0 missing this map. But yep, shocking.
Yep.
But we do see, I guess we're seeing Stexes in here, so I'm guessing Stexes will be on Hard Rock and Azurium will be showing off the AR8 hidden. Finally getting to see some low AR Berkeley playing here.
Let's go. Alrighty, looks like the players already, no more substitutions coming in for Berkeley. It'll be interesting to see. We've been speculating on the mods. It'll be interesting to see what the mods are going to be for the side of Nanyang Polytechnic. And sure enough, hidden Hard Rock for Inquisitives, hidden for Jock 3, and Stexes and Azurium sharing the load here. 1 hidden, 1 Hard Rock apiece.
So good at predicting. But yes, this map is linear aim, some weird stacks. If you're not ready for it, it's hard to read, and it's hard to aim a little bit as well. But from what I've seen in the players so far, everyone should be able to play their respective mods at least at a basic competent level.
Yeah, as it stands, it is going to be Jock 3 finding the first break here. That lead not trending the way of Berkeley just yet. I feel like it's just the fact that Inquisitive's holding on to the high accuracy here compared to their Berkeley counterparts. What is it, 98% accuracy compared to
on hidden Hard Rock. Come on, it's one of those. It's an OD8 map, so only OD10 for the Hard Rock players, and yet still highest accuracy on this. even beating out Azurium on the hidden. Oh, and it looks like Azurium and Stexus both breaking on those stack patterns. So once again, everyone breaks before this first Ki, but Inquisitor's still holding things.
Oh, and they find the drop here, and that's really going to start doing some damage, especially as Jock3 does find the break as well. It is traded back by Stexus, so able to mitigate some of the bleeding here, and that drop from Azurium is going to help solidify the fact that Nanyang is going to be holding on to the lead for the moment, going into the last second third of the map. And oh boy.
I mean, the break in this first Ki does kind of limit Inquisitor's ability to 1v2. And so the score is very close, only 10,000 points of difference. And so it's going to come down to the supporting combo and whether Jock3 can hold on the hidden on some of these more awkward stops and starts. Taking another look at the accuracies, it looks like Azurium is stabilized and Stexus also holding around 94 AC as well, but Inquisitor still also with the hidden hardware advantage. But the score shifts over given Jock3's miss there. And Berkeley looking pretty comfortable here as we get into this last Ki section. Oh, but Azurium will trade that stack pattern on the hidden. It's an evil pattern there. And it's up to Inquisitors and Stexus to hold on this, both on the precision hard rock.
Yeah, for sure. Jock3 doesn't have any more room for error, and they're going to find some misreads here on these more, dare I say, aim-oriented patterns. Stexus and Jock3 trading once again, and that one's actually going to start doing, oh, especially as Azurium starts to find the drop last quarter of the map, and this is 5,000 points of difference between these two teams. Stexus finding a break on basically nothing.
The score shifts back over, and the map is almost over, so it's really a question whether Inquisitor just suddenly misses or drops a bunch of accuracy on this last pattern here.
Yeah, but Jock3 can't afford to find any more breaks as well. Definitely starts doing some damage here, but as I say that, not trending the way over of Berkeley as Jock3 does find those breaks. It is the Inquisitive's difference holding on to this massive combo in the lobby, and Stex is going to be finding a final drop, and it is going to be a bracket reset. Nanyang Polytechnic from the losers bracket going to bring Berkeley down to their level and force a second match.
Okay, I'm gonna count something up real quick. Okay, other than hidden 3, I think Inquisitives missed a total of 7 times in that.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, so in 7, other than the silly hidden 3, 7 times in 7 maps. But we're gonna take a 10-minute break before we start up the bracket reset, so don't go anywhere. I don't know, should we do something to stall the time to entertain everyone?
What do you have in mind?
Good question. The last time I saw a bracket reset being streamed, I believe the streamer went on Minecraft and played in a private Minecraft server for 10 minutes. I don't think we should do that. Can we have a Q&A with commentators?
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm down. If you
Sure.
have questions, we can answer your questions.
We'll answer anything.
At Cytosine, do you want to play chess? Actually, okay, no. I would say yes, but that seems like a pretty weird thing to put on stream. Would you mutual me? Y'all should stream a video feed. Oh, that's true. Should we try that out? So what I know is actually the Berkeley crowd is actually gathered in a room together in person to watch this match. So what if, I don't know, Bonky, do you think it's possible for us to get a quick, like, I don't think getting a video feed is actually possible in 10 minutes. I just, everyone, you have to imagine in your minds a crowd of Berkeley people out here in a dark room with a big projector of us on the screen.
God, imagine the echo if there is audio.
Oh, that's true. Just someone from the room joined the VC on a phone. If the Bushy is here, I know the Bushy came in and commentated for a bit, so we can, if you join a VC, we can have you come in here and say hello for about a minute or so. Like turn on video. I'm not sure people want to dox themselves to everybody here, but oh, looks like we're joined by Virginia Tech, the player, not the school.
No way. Oh, wait, can y'all hear me? Because my mic's
we can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Yeah, I thought we'd have a little party while we wait. I don't know. I'm just.
That reminds me. I actually wanted. So, since I'm a moderator on the Twitch channel, I have powers to make like predictions, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forgot that's a thing. Well, no, I don't think we're a community channel. If that makes sense. So we don't have channel. I don't think
this
we
is
can.
so sad. Okay.
Hey, well, if y'all like and follow with Twitch Prime, then we might be able to. No. Oh wait, how does it go? Follow and subscribe? I don't know.
What the heck? Yo, it's the Bushy.
Yo, it's the Bushy. No way.
Hello.
Turn my camera is on.
Whoa.
Hi.
No way.
It's Osu.
Wait, I can't hear people.
Oh my god.
Wait, yeah. Just checking.
You are super quiet.
Wait, is that an Arknight shirt? Okay, I swear, is that an Arknight shirt?
Oh, how do I change
But
that?
before you do anything, is everyone? Is
Wait,
everyone
actually, let me just
okay
put
with
this on
the-
the.
I'm pogging so hard right now.
Change.
Oh, wait,
Go to settings.
Where's my settings? Okay.
Yeah, you just put it.
Where's my mouse?
Dude, I wore the worst shit today.
Wait, where did my mouse go?
No! Wait, you have to turn the laptop so the camera faces. Are they showing us direction when we all saw each other? Are they showing us on the screen?
I think we are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, output device.
No way.
Alright,
Yo,
we can
we're
hear
doing
you
it.
now.
Alright, let's go.
Yo, champ.
Hello, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. So if anyone wants to introduce yourself or say anything about the match so far, this is your in particular the Bushy. If you'd like to say something about Nomad 6 and how it's not been played.
Oh. Yeah, Nomad 6 is my favorite map in the pool. I am not biased. It is inspired by Berkeley things.
No way. No way.
I see. Well, do you have any opinions on how the match went so far? Are you enjoying your experience in a random dark lit classroom?
I think Inquisitives is a little too good.
Yeah.
On the next.
Inquisitive needs to come with the again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we have like Inquisitives 1 as like left hand and Inquisitives 2 as right hand and then
So what you're saying is we should have Inquisitives 1 play on autopilot and Inquisitives 2 play on relax. And
No way.
So true, actually. The score would be 0.
Wow. They'd still
Yes.
find a way to win.
But thank you all for your undying support for your fellow team members. I'm glad you're all coming out here to support each other. And
Yeah.
Berkeley's been, if anyone hasn't, by the way, now that you're all on screen, I want to encourage everyone to check out the Berkeley article about OCL.
no, please. It's the most embarrassing thing ever.
No, bro, you're famous.
So true.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. We won the big game today against Stanford.
True.
What? This is so sad.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you know what? Okay,
We
that's
won by
awesome.
scoring 21 out of 27 points in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah,
Berkeley
'cause
students,
I looked at the score and I was like,
yeah,
oh, we're fucked.
procrastinating until they the realized
Jack Plummer throwing it like
Oh.
is just a bad idea, and then made him stop throwing, and then we won.
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yes, I want to come back to OCL. OCL was really fun. I will have time next
Dude.
semester. What about you?
I will join next semester.
Let's
as well,
go.
No more the Bushy custom maps. This is so sad.
yeah.
No.
Hey, I'll
Then
still.
he can't
Yeah,
do both. He'll become
I mean,
a
they
lead-
could like map the other tier. I'm sure.
that would be funny.
he could map under Badashi or something. You would never know.
All right, I think it might be time to return to the away from the crowd here. Give them a bit of room before we start up the cheering for
Alright.
the bracket reset. Thank
Thank
you all
you
for
for
joining
having
us.
All right,
Thank you.
have fun commentating.
Yeah,
I'm making the lobby now, but we're gonna head on out. Well, refing begins. So, see y'all.
Adios. All right, that was excellent. That was my favorite moment of the split.
That is top tier content right there. Being able to see the watch party trying to root their team on. Thankfully, they did have the cushion of being in the winners bracket, so Nanyang did manage to force the reset, but they have to do it again if they want to be crowned OCL champions here.
I think we can probably. I don't know if we want to ping again. Honestly, we have a large crowd here of 75 viewers. Thank you all for being here. But we could tell everyone that there's another round of things going on again. Same teams, same pool. Maybe not the same result. We'll have to see. It'll be a perfect time to do predictions, but perhaps we can't quite do that here.
Just make a straw poll.
True.
Yeah, but this is going to be the match that, or yeah, the match that decides it all. There is no more room for error for either of these teams. No more cushion, no more risks that can be taken. Every single point is going to matter.
Yeah, just a general level comment that I think both teams have shown their skills quite well throughout this whole split, and Berkeley did beat Nanyang 6-4, I believe, in a previous round. But it looks like Inquisitive just continues to scale and is averaging higher on this pool than even at the beginning of the tournament. So that's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah, you
I
gotta love
want
those late game players.
late game players are what make a tournament the way it is, and they're the reason why we have to make sure to start tournaments off at lower star rating and then cater to the high SR players later.
Yeah, you gotta survive the early games to be able to make it to late games. So we're gonna see what the result is here, as it looks like the new lobby is being created at the moment. Gonna get the players backloaded in. Wonder if they're gonna want to do the warm-ups again. I'm pretty sure everybody's staying warm at the moment.
I hope we don't have to see Learn to Meow EDM edition again, but
That is
if we
that is
do,
the best map.
let's do this fast. I need to be somewhere in an hour.
Oh
Inquisitives,
boy.
did you plan this ahead when you decided to schedule a match here? Because that doesn't sound like the right move.
I mean, Jockey was playing a match before this match.
True, this is what happens when you have tournament players who play like 1 million tournaments at once.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're gonna be skipping the warm-ups. Something has come up, so stuff out of their
Stop
control.
calling me that. This is so sad. No, Inquisitives, I'm not listening to you, unfortunately. Okay, it looks
Alright.
like Azurium has improved on the roll since last time, so already looking much stronger in the bracket reset. And Inquisitive rolls a 10. This is unbelievable. Looks like Berkeley's going to take the bracket reset. So congratulations to the team.
The match is now over once again. Everybody can go home now.
Oh,
And
Virginia Tech. Actually, Vespa looks like the winner of Tier 2 here. They're going to go with... I don't know if the pick on ban order matters so much. I really don't expect too much of a shift in which maps are picked and banned, from given how strongly and quickly the two teams banned. But we're going to see, once again, Berkeley with a second pick and second ban coming up, this time from Inquisitives.
yeah, like you were saying, I highly doubt there's going to be anything much changing in terms of the bans. Nomad 2 going to be banned.
They got to keep Nomad 6, at least. No, okay, there's no
Yep.
hope. Goodbye. No,
Wrapping up,
no
y'all.
say so. No. Oh yeah, just for everyone in chat. Did you notice that Nia is actually in the name Nanyang Polytechnic? Just some food for thought.
Big if true. Oh, and we have a bit of a change-up. Nomad
Zero
3.
advanced, Nomad 3. Maybe that's because of the FC we just saw on that map. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't want to do that again. Might as well take
That is
the
still,
risk.
yeah. I think this way we don't have to see the same kind of insane performance again, but it does mean that Inquisitives gets to preserve like a legendary average score on that in grand finals. So the map this time that's left open is DT3, but we're going to see a DT4 pick, another early pick from Nanyang coming out once again. Returning to the high approach rate, maybe playing at Berkeley, maybe being tired and having to play late at night, but we're going to have to see if anything changes up here.
Yeah, some adjustments may need to be made as we get everybody in here. Please don't stall. Okay. We'll try and keep things going at an adequate pace. I feel like these teams have scoped each other out enough. They should know what the comfort picks are across, and it's just really whether or not they can capitalize on any mistakes.
Definitely true. DT4 is an interesting pick given how it was comparably pretty close, I think, versus the other maps that were contested back and forth between the teams. But maybe they're playing DT4 just to get out of the way.
Yeah, they probably know that they're with an advantage at the moment, especially with Azurium finding the first break to start this bracket reset match off. It is going to be Nanyang Polytechnic off to an early lead for the moment.
A break from Stexus and Azurium as well. So before this first PI, it looks like the only one holding is Inquisitives. I should just make an audio recording of me saying that and just play it every single time this happens.
Absolutely, we're going to sound like a broken record. And a full combo reset from the side of Cal Berkeley. Jock3 does trade it back here, but that really doesn't matter at the moment. Inquisitive is still holding on to the full combo going into the second third of the map, and this lead is only growing as Texas finds another break here, and it just feels like it's hammer blow after hammer blow after hammer blow from this Cal Berkeley side as the drops keep coming and this lead keeps extending the way of Nanyang Polytechnic for the moment, going deeper into this map.
The thing about this kind of map is like you have to be really focused for it and have the finger control and the reaction for it. And so after playing already one match of this and having to play this as your first map, it's definitely hard to get used to unless you're like really ready for it. And Inquisitive is like the main player ready for it. Jock3 with the second high score in the lobby and sporting a 400 combo as well, so also a very strong performance.
Yeah, for sure, it's definitely playing a more active role for the moment as we make our way into the back half of the map, and dare I say the score is quickly getting out of control, especially with that break on the transition from Azurium, and things start going from bad to worse for the University of California, Berkeley.
Yeah, no more surprises, nothing to jump scare the teams. There are still some tricky patterns with cuts and some of these bursts here, but all the players have played this once before, and they all know what they're all capable of. And Inquisitive's here with another 1200 combo again. Jock3 with, again, actually a much better supporting score than last time, but it's looking a bit out of reach here. Double the score coming on the Nanyang side, and only a quarter of the map left. 800,000, I think that's an FC from Inquisitive so far.
Yes, that's still an FC from Inquisitives as we make our way into the last 8 of the map. Currently 1v3ing everybody in the lobby. It is a team game, but right now they are basically playing by themselves as Jock3 and Stexus find a break. Azurium falls soon thereafter, but it really doesn't matter at this point. This is a disgusting team score coming out from Nanyang Polytechnic, as if though they couldn't get any better. Inquisitive finding that extra gear.
Okay, no, that's not okay. I remember the first time we played this, and it was like, oh, I missed at the very beginning because I lagged. Yeah, the accuracy is twice as good this time, and there's no miss this time.
What is that score? That is a disturbing score from Inquisitives. Like, you take a picture of this, and one of these things is not like the other.
Yes, we have 3 fairly skilled 10k players playing the Grand Finals pool, and then we have Inquisitives farming on Score V2.
Oh, a nice little point out. Texas and Azurium were 600 points separated from each other on that map.
A real team effort. The goal is to get the 2 team scores to be exactly the same.
We always aim for that tie. You'd love to see it. But right now, Nanyang Polytechnic going to be starting off this match on the right foot with the first point in the bag. Cal Berkeley up to pick first. You imagine they're going to want to start things off with Hidden.
Yeah, maybe the Hidden one again, or maybe... Oh, looks like that's what we... Maybe I missed a command or a pick from them, but we are going to see the same first pick from them. The only map they were able to win last time. But a somewhat comfortable score given Azurium's pop-off. Remember, this is a speed map, so expect to see people break on all kinds of things, from the bursts to the slider streams to the everything else being funny. Stellar Ray Azurium looks like the same roster as last time around, and of course Inquisitive and Jock3 are forced to stay in for this, but no one... I think that the thing about this, even though we forget that Inquisitive is doing so well and everything, everyone else is putting up really good scores on the rest of the pool. Like, most of the time in Grand Finals, you have players who just can't play anything and are dropping 20,000 points. That's not happening here at all.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely it's easy to see the outlier here and think like, oh, everybody else is uh, doing bad by comparison, but no, everybody else is playing to the average. It's just the fact that Inquisitus has been overperforming on this poll so far that has really been making the difference.
Again, we've seen this map before, so there should be no surprises. So any breaks that people are having are either going to be just from randomly missing somewhere, or perhaps getting aim gaps, or I think we're getting up to the first screen here.
When Azurium Jock3 finding the trade.
Yes. As we get into the wub kind of slidery section here. Banger song here still, but Inquisitors and Starlight's holding strong.
Yeah, right now it is Stellarite going up against Inquisitives for the moment, able to keep this lead in check as all 4 players manage to handle that stream going into this next section. Second quarter of the map still upcoming. This isn't a runaway just yet, but anything can still happen. All eyes on the top half of the screen here. Stellarite and Inquisitive still going at it this late on into the map.
Yeah, I would imagine this is the kind of map that Inquisitors might be least comfortable on out of all the remaining maps, just because it takes the hard rock on the 3 mods. There's so many different places you can break in a variety of ways, but we're going to have to see whether there's a break here. But Inquisitors and Starlight still holding on that next section. A bit of an easier section here as long as you get into... Oh, but Inquisitors breaks in the double there. Okay, so score is going to start shifting back over to Berkeley very soon.
Yeah, would have shifted back faster, but Azurium finding a break before Inquisitives did, so Stellarite able to start clawing this lead back ever so slightly, but Jock3 did have the supporting combo to try and mitigate some of the bleeding here, but as this map progresses, we are only halfway through. It is going to start trickling the way over of Cal Berkeley as this map gets deeper and deeper.
There's the break from Jock3 right before the break. Stellarite here with what she does best, honestly, which is combo gaming on a variety of maps, not just Nomad, but also hidden in Hard Rock when the other players are not solely in their skill sets. High score in the lobby here, and a nice accuracy to round it out as well.
Yeah, for sure, doing a little bit of heavy lifting, and as soon as we get out of that break, the lead immediately trending over to Berkeley off the back of Jock3, finding that slider break on the transition into the break, and that was the one that was really going to do some damage had they found it, and since they did, now Berkeley's going to start making this a bit of a runaway off of this insane combo from a Stellarite, especially with Inquisitors finding another drop here going into the next TI section, and they start trading the full combo reset from Cal Berkeley, but the damage has been done for the moment. Jock3 doesn't have a high enough combo to start clawing this back, so the roast recovery is going to be a little bit easier for Cal Berkeley for the moment.
Yeah, this last section is the hardest, and we do see Inquisitors and Jock3 breaking more than they did earlier in the map. But I think they might have put away enough points in the bank here. 70,000 points and only about 20 seconds of the lap left, maybe? And unless both teams suddenly decide to stop... Oh, but we're seeing train distance though, I'm not so sure. You have to let it play through.
It was a little bit dicey, but Azurium able to pick up the slack from the Stellarite there on that section, able to stem some of the bleeding. Sure, they found some solid breaks of their own, but I think they were able to manage it just that little bit better than Inquisitors and Jock3, and same as the previous match, barring a bit of a miss, no, it's not going to happen, and Cal Berkeley going to be able to notch this up 1-1 now.
Very nice point there. Closer than the previous point, but this time Stellarite's the one who pops off. 500,000 points, 1,300 combo on that map, securing the same point they did last time.
Yeah, now we see if they can reverse fortunes here a little bit. This was the same way we started off the previous match, 1-1, and then Nanyang just rattling off 6 in a row.
We're going to see the GT2 pick once again. So basically team members this time going with picks they're either more comfortable with or feel like they can win more decisively.
Yeah, like what we were saying before this match started, and after the previous one concluded, there is no more room for error here for either of these teams. There will be a winner after this match. No more bracket resets, no more putting it off till next week. It is going to be decided here and now. We see a Stellarite tag out here. You imagine AJ Miauska going to be coming in to contest this pick.
Shout out to AJ Miauska here, the rank 50k player who specializes in low AR hidden and gimmick, as many of the tournament D rankers do at that range, thinking emoji, but able to kind of really scale on some of these speed / tapping picks and come in as a second player. Very impressive. And we'll see. Again, this map is, for those of us who are not at 6.6 star grand finals level, this map is very difficult just because of all the different patterns you might have to see here. But once again, players not super comfortable going right into it, getting used to these doubles and other stacks. But we're going to keep an eye out for the high scores in these teams, which are probably going to be Inquisitives and Missourian.
Yeah, and that is going to be the cross map battle in this lobby. Jock3 and AJ Miauska trading very early on. AJ Miauska faring a little bit worse for wear in the exchanges, and that's going to hand the lead over to Nanyang Polytechnic for the moment here as we make our way into the second quarter of the map. And that next break from AJ here gonna extend this lead for Nanyang for the moment.
I assume that's a face that is drawn on AJ Miauska's screen here. Map is only going to get more difficult here, and Jock3 is going to break, but Azurium's going to trade it. And Inquisitive's here with the high combo out of everyone. It's going to be a question of whether he's able to hold as the map continues to ramp up intensity.
Yeah, I think Jock3 can afford to take their foot off the gas just a little bit here, finding out a couple of breaks here and there going into the last quarter of the map. They can just rely on Inquisitives to hold on to the score that they have so far. AJ Miauska finding another break, trading it with Jock3 here, but the damage is being done as we make our way into the last sliver of the map.
Yeah, looks like Berkeley is going to surpass the previous score on the map here with slightly better scores from both players, but Inquisitives decided that this time around. Okay, yeah, sure. That's just how this map is going to go this time around, I guess.
It's like just FC it. In a world full of Bs, just get the S.
This screenshot looks awfully familiar.
Yeah. Oh, they finally FC'd it. They finally FC'd DT2. That is a ridiculous score, especially this late on. And it's gonna be 2-1 now.
AJ mentioning having 900,000 locals on this map. I can understand the feeling. It's definitely the kind of map that if you're like swarm for and you can tap everything just right, it's actually fairly comboable. But it really depends on the time that you're in. What the heck? Inquisitive's now starting to trash talk with I have 1.1 million in match. SMH.
Wow.
Shush D-Ranker. Okay, if AJ watched this or any of AJ's friends watch this, AJ Miauska is not allowed to say that. Oh, no way, we see free mod 3. Let's go. A switch up from last time for sure, but it's going to be a Jazag map.
Yeah, trying to throw a spanner in the works in the proceedings. Maybe a bit of a curveball. Don't want to go down the same route.
It is a different kind of map, and this map definitely is not standard by any means. It's a custom by everyone's either favorite or least favorite custom mapper for OCL, Jazag. Sparky, I don't know, have you seen this map before?
I have not, so I am in for
a
show here.
Yeah, the stats aren't going to say too much about it. It's like the circles are a little bigger than usual, but you'll see what I mean once the map gets started. Also, you can actually hear it from the song. It's not like, it's not exactly the most rhythmic-oriented song you're ever going to hear. But this map is kind of like sort of impossible on both hidden and hard rock. So I do think Inquisitives and Jock3 played it quite well during their previous run-through, but it's a different thing to try out, and Berkeley hasn't shown their scores on it yet, so we might see some really good scores from them.
Yeah, this might be the ace in the sleeve that they need to pull out here to try and avoid the same fate as earlier.
There's a heads up that the difficulty name should be Ablaze OCL version. The reason it says Ablaze Temp is because Jazag initially uploaded the map, not wanting to give away that it's the OCL custom. So if you look for it on the, if you are a lowly 6-digit and want to try playing some of the maps, you should try out this Jazag map, and you get to play Ablaze OCL version, and you will definitely be able to play it, I'm sure.
Oh boy, I can't wait to do that after this match. Clueless.
Yes. Oh, we are going to see what? Jock
Wait.
3 with the DT playing DT2 again. No, I think we see the expected mods here. AJ Mosca, the hidden main, and Azurium filling in with Hard Rock, and the usual hidden Hard Rock hidden duo from Inquisitive and Jock 3. Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Oh, this looks painful, and the fact that let's say everybody's holding on, but Azurium and Jock 3 finding early misses, and AJ Miauska following soon thereafter, leaving Inquisitives once again by their lonesome.
Yeah, this map is particularly hard just because like it's really hard to stay on track. It's super high BPM. The song isn't like super rhythmic, so you can't really follow when things are happening. And on both Hidden and Hard Rock, it's just so hard to time the sliders at the right time.
Yeah, Inquisitives playing with fire on some of those faster sliders, but able to get away with it for the moment, holding on to that full combo. Jock not too far behind in support, and that's going to be the lead for Nanyang Polytechnic for the moment going into the second quarter of the map.
We're getting up to the section where there's 220 BPM bursts though, so expect to see a lot of breaks on the
Already starting
Inquisitives
to see
and Jock 3 are the ones who are going to fall victim to that. Especially like, all these overlaps are just like you have to be really focused, and also AJ Miauska, everyone hitting that burst except but Azurium and AJ breaking right afterwards. Yeah, this map is super hard to combo. Apparently, unless your name is Inquisitives and you're holding 700 combo on this, comboing through all of that.
Yeah, back out of the map still to come. A lot of hundreds coming out, but Inquisitives still managing to hold on. It is a combo game after all, and that is doing the work for the moment.
Okay, there's a slow slider coming up. I want to see if anyone breaks on it. Not those, but the next one. Okay, no one broke on that. I broke on that many times when I tried playing it.
Maybe they didn't break on that slow slider, but Jock 3 going to be finding a couple slider breaks in the transition into this next section. Last quarter of the map still to come, and dare I say this one's starting to be a bit of a runaway as well as we make our way further and further into this ending. AJ Miauska is going to find a break as well, trading with Jock 3 in the lower half of your screen here. But off the back of this current still FC run from Inquisitives, this has been the difference so far. For Nanyang Polytechnic does finally find the slider break right at the end.
Can't believe the commentator cursed Inquisitives finally.
Listen, something's got to stop this, man. But not going to be enough, and Nanyang going to be taking the first break point in this bracket reset match.
Yeah, once again, yeah, this map, you're not supposed to put up that kind of score. A ranking it with Hard Rock, very impressive from Azurium as well, but S ranking it with Hidden Hard Rock is a moment. I am glad we got to see the map though.
Alrighty, so Nanyang Polytechnic up to pick, and I mean, it feels like they have somewhere to be right now. It's all double time for the moment. DT3 going to be coming out now.
Oh, good song. I'm glad we get to hear this, but yeah, this is speed pain is the way to put it.
Oh, how painful can it be?
Well, I guess we'll have to see. I don't think we've seen either team play this yet, so it's possible that some of the team members can really play it, and others are just going to be like flailing and double tapping and doing whatever they can. Oh, looks like we have some supporters in the stream chat. Let's go Virginia Tech. Sorry, I think you're like a month too late. We are playing Berkeley versus Nanyang Polytechnic. No Virginia Tech to be seen anywhere except the referee. Oh. we're going to see Stexus and AJ Miazga in here. I think that might be the first time I haven't seen Azurium in for this week, and possibly for a while before that as well. Sounds like a moment for the players to enjoy, or really not enjoy, playing 254 BPM 9-note bursts.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a bit of a change up here as we get this map underway. Could also be a bit of a stamina moment. They have been putting in the work, Azurium has, as Jock3 finds the first break here. Stexus trades it back, but AJ Miazga going up against Inquisitives for a moment. Oh, but AJ Miazga finds the break on the transition going into the second quarter of the map, and once again, stop us if you've heard this one before. Oh, as I say that, Inquisitives does find the break, and Nanyang Polytechnic, no combo to speak of for the moment. Stexus and AJ Miazga recovering so much better for the moment as we make our way into the second third of the map, and oh boy.
AJ Miazga here with a 96 accuracy on a speed map. Very normal for a low AR 50k player. And this map is really short too, so this lead is really going to build up. And Jock3 not be able to hold on to anything here. 70% accuracy here. Whose pick was this again? This was Nanyang's pick?
This was Nanyang's pick. This is them trying to maybe reach a little bit too far into the cookie jar. Stexus and AJ Miazga are going to find a combo reset, but Jock3 has been struggling so far throughout this entire map, and that's been making the difference. That mess from AJ Miazga is going to start doing some damage, though. Inquisitives does have some combo to work with here, and as we make way into the last little of the map, is there enough time for Nanyang to be able to pull this back? It is starting to trend over a three-way break, and that is going to seal the deal here, and the University of California, Berkeley picking up their second point, making it 3-2 now.
I did not expect, I'll be completely honest, I did not expect AJ Miazga to get 400k on that map. That is super cool. And also, AJ needs to rank up right now. But yeah, nice score from Inquisitives, but a break right in the middle of the map means not able to 1v2 that one. And Stexus AJ Miazga with a team score, making it their first breakpoint, I think, against Nanyang here.
Yeah, so definitely to put up a bit more of a fight here. That was definitely looking dicey there at the end. You start to wonder if the stamina might have been running a little thin between Stexus and AJ Miazga, but able to stave off that relentless advance from Inquisitives, especially on that last burst, that triple break, making all the difference in trying to stave off a Nanyang comeback on that map.
I understand the feeling. It's like everything's on the line and your fingers just step up to the game and you can tap things out just enough.
Just enough.
But now that some of these more decisive picks and the other maps have already been explored, I'm curious if we'll see something different. Like, we did see Hard Rock 1 played last week, and we did see Free Mod 1 as well, but I'd be excited to see if the teams will want to face off on DT1 or face off on Hard Rock 2, which I haven't seen just yet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There are definitely some unexplored avenues, especially in the context of this match. Sure, they might know the scores, but with the way things have been going, you can probably throw out prior speculation out the window as Fremont 2 does come out here.
It was the last map of the last run through, and it was a good team score and a pretty close point. Only 110,000 points to Inquisitives and Jock3. And if they're not able to keep it up here, it's possible Inquisitives might not be able to put up the same 700,000 points that they did last time. And so I think this is a good pick if Azurium and Stexus are still feeling pretty comfortable on this, given that Azurium's had a break for at least one map.
Yeah, it could be the break that they needed to get themselves back right to try and contest here. Definitely not out of it just yet.
Inquisitives, you have no mods. That's cheating. Time to report Inquisitives for not doing... We should really stop calling it free mod if it's force mod. Like, anyway, that is not so hard. Alright, so this is the kind of map that, like, as I was mentioning, the stacks are going to catch the hidden players off guard, but I don't think any of the players have had time to practice this map between the last one and this one. So I do expect similar comfort levels, but we'll have to see. And it's going to be the accuracy game at the very beginning here, as always. It's just so hard to time these as you're getting used to the BPM and getting used to what this whole map's AR is doing.
Yeah, it can definitely throw you for a bit of a loop if you're not used to reading it. And for right now, Nanyang Polytechnic going to be able to pull a bit of a lead here to start this map off.
Yeah, Jockey definitely much more comfortable in the accuracy department when it comes to this kind of map compared to things like that last DT3 we just saw.
Yeah, a chance for them to shine, having highest accuracy in the lobby for the moment as we make our way into the second quarter of the map, and this lead is extending for Nanyang Polytechnic. As things stand, everything all square, all 4 FCs still left on the board.
Everyone actually hitting the stack pattern that time around, so players doing much better on this. They kind of are comfortable, and I'm surprised everyone's still holding here. Oh, but Azurian does break, finding them some of these awkward aim patterns, and everyone else as well follows straight afterwards. It's an anti-mod map. It's meant to be uncomfortable on both mods, so I guess the Inquisitive strategy is to put on both mods at once, and apparently hit it that way.
Two wrongs do make a right, and in this regard, it is doing the work. As it stands, back half of the map still to come, and this lead is extending for Nanyang Polytechnic, 140,000 and growing for the moment off the back of this FC run from Inquisitives. Nobody being caught out in this section just yet as things start to get a little bit more spaced out, a little harder to read through. But everybody managing to find their solid footing. Berkeley able to build up a bit of combo. Jock3 finding a break here is only going to make a tiny dent in this lead that Nanyang has built up. It's still all eyes on Inquisitives. If they find the break, then that's really going to start doing some damage. But Stex is going to find the flatter break in the transition into this key ice section. And Jock3 and Stex is going to be trading once again. But these trades only favor Nanyang Polytechnic for the moment.
Yeah, these linear patterns are much harder than they're maybe made to look, but yeah, just Azurium's still holding a pretty good combo here, but I'm not sure there's enough of the map left, given that Inquisitives is once again holding 900 plus combo.
Yeah, last sliver of the map still left to come, and this is virtually an insurmountable lead unless Inquisitives finds a complete collapse here in this last section. Even then, I don't even think that'll be enough. The supporting combo from Jock3 going to be enough to carry him through, as Inquisitives does finally find a choke here at the very end of the map, marring a perfectly good performance, but able to do enough to stave off Berkeley and make it 4-1 now.
Yeah, honestly, really high scores from both teams there. Azurium over 650k, but Inquisitives just with the 1 miss at the end, and again, another score over 800k. That's just the way we're gaming these days.
So true. And that will be another breakpoint going the way of Nanyang Polytechnic. And sure, Berkeley was able to pick up that one in kind, but it's still Nanyang in the driver's seat, and it is going to be a full sweep of the DT picks. DT1 going to come out now.
It's true, because they picked DT1, and their first 4 picks literally were all the DTs.
Yeah,
that's how they're gaming now. I guess it does make the match go faster. That is a strategy.
That is the Inquisitives got somewhere to be. We gotta get through all the fast maps.
I mean, it is also a reasonable pick. It's only a 2-minute long map, but Inquisitives was able to FC this with 99.3 accuracy last time around. So it's not like it's just throwing it out there just to make the match go faster.
Right. There is a method to the madness.
The method is we just pick all the DTs, though.
Pretty much. We'll outspeed you in every regard. Now it looks like Stexus and Azurium going to be staying in.
Yeah, this is high AR, at least somewhat, 10.1. Awkward aim compared to your usual DT consistency, but it's aimed at, from what I can tell, all of these players are able to play at least pretty comfortably. We should expect, despite how peaceful the song sounds, you do want to expect some wacky angles and other jump patterns here, but it's just up to see whether anyone can FC this, or it's not a super long map, so just whatever team score you can put up between the two of you.
Yeah, any mistake is going to do a lot of damage. As we wait for everything to get synced up, we're going to see Stexus play this by themselves for the moment. And now as we get everybody caught up to speed, we're going to see, once again, Nanyang pulling away in terms of overall accuracy. Inquisitives holding on to that double S for the moment. Finally finds 100 there.
Every time you say it, gotta pretend that there's accuracy doesn't exist.
All I'm known for. And as we make our way into the second quarter of the map, it is still, as things stand, Nanyang with the accuracy advantage. Oh, but Joctree does find a bit of a blunder here. And a second one to boot. It is traded back by Stexus, but you would imagine that this is the opportunity Berkeley needs to try and capitalize on to try and take this breakpoint back.
Yep, it's looking very possible here. Joctree repeatedly breaking, and the score is narrowing just because slowly the combo will overcome the accuracy advantage that Inquisitives has for the 99 act over there. Yeah, Joctree just not looking really comfortable on these fast, uncomfortable aim patterns. And the score has shifted over, and it's up to the players remaining to hold combo. It's not a very long map, I think maximum 900 combo or so we're 2/3 of the way through already.
Indeed, and right now it's Stexus and Joctree going at it, but Azurium going to be finding a break on the transition into the last quarter of the map, and that one's actually going to do some significant damage because that was the full combo from Berkeley, the last remaining one from Berkeley going down, and Inquisitives, as they hold on, going to be able to claw this one all the way back despite Joctree being relatively uncomfortable on this map by comparison. Azurium finding some breaks in kind, not going to be able to hold on to capitalize on this breakpoint opportunity, and Nanyang going to be able to make it 5-2 now.
Super close point actually, only 100,000 points, and if Inquisitives had broken anywhere that would have been it. But instead, no, Inquisitives holding a 3x 100 FC on that one, further improving the score from last time. And valiant effort there, but no breakpoint, and we're getting dangerously close to another match point here in bracket reset.
Yeah, match point and tournament point on the horizon. It is going to be Cal Berkeley's next pick, though, so they can try and stave it off for at least one more pick, but the windows of opportunity are quickly closing in on them. Not a lot left to choose from that doesn't play into the hands of this formidable duo of Inquisitive and Joctree. Now, if you are this Berkeley lineup, what do you decide to go with here?
I'd imagine something different once again. I don't know if Nomad 1 is the move though, just given that we've seen Inquisitors can play basically everything, and a raw consistency aim with how everyone's feeling, it might be a bit tiring after 2 full hours of playing at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I want to say Hard Rock 2. Maybe we'll see Hard Rock 2, just given how little we've seen of it so far.
Yeah, definitely on the cards. My eyes have definitely drawn to the Hard Rock pool, untouched so far during this bracket reset. And we saw Hard Rock 3 didn't work out. We haven't seen Hard Rock 1 or 2. Definitely an option. Fremont 1 still on the board, and I'm pretty sure the Nomads are nigh untouchable.
Yeah, Hard Rock 1 probably not the best pick, given that the Inquisitive's Joctree combined for almost 1.7 million on it last time around with a FC from Inquisitives. But Hard Rock 2 possible, and as you said, some of these other picks still very open. Oh, Nomad 5. Interesting pick here. We're going with the finger controlling speed here. Haven't seen this just yet, and I think it was banned against Nanyang in the losers split. Or maybe it was just not played, but yeah, as far as I know, we don't know too much about how this map is going to go. And looks like we have AJ and Yasuko back in here again. We're going to have to see if the speed mashing is going to be able to overcome the Inquisitives and Joctree score. Joctree saying, I'm getting speed abused. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes.
do be how it be sometimes. So AJ Miauska coming in for Berkeley. It'll be interesting to see who comes in to support them. Our referee reminding the players it's only 230 BPM and 7 stars.
My poor left hand though. I hope none of the players are getting long-term injuries from this. Yeah, I know it does happen, but don't push yourself too much here, please.
Yeah, definitely get those stretches in when you can. It has been a very long session for all involved. A very long session for Inquisitives and Jock3 in particular, being forced to play every single map against their will, whether they want to or not.
This map is aim anyways. It is kind of true. Compared to some of these other speed maps we've seen, this one is much more like breakcore. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it's just like rhythmic and shorter bursts with lots of aim sprinkled in between. So maybe we'll see if... I think the thing to keep an eye on is whether Inquisitives holds combo and whether Jock3 is able to put up a supporting score.
Yeah, for sure. And right out of the gate, AJ Miauska gonna find a very early combo break. I think it's early enough for it to be pretty insignificant. We could probably just consider it a accuracy drop. But as things start to pick up here, and we see the lead solidly in the red side for the moment.
Yeah, some of these patterns, as you're seeing, these 5-note bursts, with only a little bit of break between them, require finger control and aim. And there's the break from AJ Miauska, but traded by Jock3. And so the score is still very even here. Really, this map is a stamina map. It's only 2.5 minutes long, but there's so many bursts in it that I would say keep an eye on whether the players are starting to drop more and more accuracy over time. And that might be a sign that they're going to break soon.
Yeah, for sure. And the battle between Jock3 and AJ Miauska actually winning that duel out as Inquisitives and Azurium are trying to cancel each other out as best they can. And that hands the lead back over to the University of California, Berkeley. As we make our way into the back half of the map, it's going to be up to Azurium to try and keep Inquisitives in check. As we see, it's about 40,000 points the difference between these two teams. Jock3 going to find another break here, and that's going to extend the lead just ever so slightly in favor of Berkeley for the moment.
Azurium and Inquisitives knowing they both have a hole to preserve the point here. But there's the Azurium break, and we're going to see whether that's traded by Inquisitives anytime soon here.
Oh, with how consistent Inquisitives has been, it's going to be a tall ask as Azurium finds another break, and AJ Miauska goes down in the lead and immediately trends back over to Nanyang Polytechnic going to the last quarter of the map. All eyes on Inquisitives to hold on. The supporting combo is there should they find the break, but as I say, Jock3 does find a bit of a slider break here. And oh boy, things are going to quickly spiral out of control. That one's going to make things go from bad to worse for Azurium. Jock3 does eventually trade it back, but these trades only favor Nanyang Polytechnic off the back of this incredible FC run from Inquisitives at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, stamina is the game, and I think Azurium and AJ are hitting a bit of the limit of stamina here, as you're supposed to on this kind of map. But yeah, did Inquisitives FC again? Is that what we...
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I see.
Absurd. That is disgusting, dare I say, and it is now match point Nanyang Polytechnic, tournament point, split point their way, and they're going to try and close this out as soon as humanly possible on Leviathan, no mod 4.
Yep, the original first pick from them, and Inquisitives looking pretty comfortable in this overall. It's going to be a question of whether Azurium and Accelerate, after the last 15 maps or so, whether they've warmed up and are able to play it better than they did the first time. It is going to be down to whether Inquisitives is able to get such a high score as they did before, FCing or one slider breaking like last time.
Yeah, that's really all this match has boiled down to, whether or not Inquisitives blink and find a drop, and whether or not Berkeley can capitalize on those small opportunities that present themselves, because they have not come that often.
I've managed to secure some really nice team scores in this second run through, and an extra point from before. but it's possible this is the end of the Tier 2 split right here. We'll have to see how they're doing as we get into this last map. Out here with almost 100 viewers, hello everyone, if you're just joining us in, you're seeing the back tail of this tournament here, as we see a bunch of quote-unquote 5 digits and 4 digits play at quote-unquote 4-digit and 5-digit level. But here we're getting into our alt tech, banger, slider, wub kind of song, and everyone's holding pretty well through this intro.
Yeah, very well. No breaks so far to speak of at the moment. It is Inquisitives and Accelerate going at it against each other. Zurium and Jock3 matching each other in terms of accuracy, but right now the accuracy duel is being won by Nanyang Polytechnic, and now the FC count going the way of Nanyang Polytechnic. Zurium finding the first break, but Jock3 trades it back here, but Zurium trades it in kind once again here, not able to capitalize on these opportunities, and the lead is starting to grow for Nanyang Polytechnic. Accelerate doing everything in their power, but Accelerate finds a slider break on the break going into the second third of the map.
Yeah, the 1/3 is really tricky there, hard to hit, and it's going to be a question of whether Inquisitives holds. And if Inquisitives keeps holding, as we get into this, we're getting into the big drop of this map now.
Yeah, a full combo reset from the Berkeley squad as Zurium and Accelerate both finding a simultaneous slider break, simultaneous combo for both of them. But right now it has been the Inquisitive difference as they start to pull away, and this lead is quickly spiraling out of control in favor of Nanyang Polytechnic. Zurium finding another slider break that is going to make things go from bad to worse once again here. Jock3 able to make some supporting combos should Inquisitives find a break here. And as we make our way into the last quarter of the map, dare I say this is starting to become a bit of an uncatchable race. It's going to need to be a collapse here from Nanyang Polytechnic to give Berkeley a chance, but Accelerate finding the drop here is going to close the window of opportunities sooner and sooner as Nanyang Polytechnic starts to pull away here. Last of the map still to come. Jock3 does finally find a slider break. It is traded by Zurium, but this is not going to matter. Inquisitive holding on to the full combo to put the nice little bow on the bracket reset on the end of this match. It is going to be Nanyang Polytechnic taking the OS Collegiate League Fall Split 7-2.
Absolutely insane performance from the Inquisitives, and of course, impossible to win without teammate Jock3 as well. But GG well plays coming out here. Incredibly well played from both of your top 2 teams in the Tier 2 split. But we're going to see Berkeley out here with a well-deserved second place finish, and Nanyang Polytechnic taking the gold in Tier 2.
Incredible performances from all involved. That was a very hard-fought match. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm glad we got to see so much action in Tier 2, with various tournament players hopping up, lots of really cool school rivalries coming out as well. But that's the last match we have for you, this split. So hopefully we see as many of you coming back in the winter split as well, except for Nanyang Polytechnic. You all are not allowed to play in Tier 2 anymore, you're too good. We have to wait until the end of the year to see you again. You all should, amazing performance from them.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of superlatives at this rate to describe that level of performance that we have seen from them. Once again, congratulations to Nanyang Polytechnic. Commiserations to the University of California Berkeley A squad. Second place is definitely very good overall.
And we're going to see the Southeast Asian teams winning both splits, actually. I think it was Venus University over in Tier 1 and Nanyang here in Tier 2. But well-deserved scores from both of them. I think as we have Virginia Tech joining us here in the casting booth, if you want to say any last words before we end off stream.
Oh, no, yeah. I was just kind of like feeling a bit, I mean, it's the last stream of OCL for this split, and I just wanted to end it off with some good words, thanking everyone, thanking all the staff that got us here, definitely. So yeah, specifically thank you to the admins, thank you to the sheeters, the poolers, the playtesters, especially the playtesters that stepped up to, after they got knocked out of the tournament to help us out. Thank you so much to them. Great players as well, referees, and just the staff in general, even graphics, sorry. I just wanted to make sure to list everyone. We really couldn't have done this without them, obviously, but especially thank you to the players for sticking with not just sticking with OCL, but like enjoying it, keeping it fun, not just to play, but to staff as well. I really wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the community, and it all starts with you all. So thank you all for all of that.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how I've been here as a player for a while and staff here, and it's really great to see how well organized things look from both ends and how excited everyone is to play and to be engaged with the community. We have come a long way, and the teams who have made it to the end here have come a really long way, and it's really exciting to see everyone making this kind of tournament experience possible.
Definitely. Yes, I remember staffing this for the first time. Was it like 3 splits ago? And I knew what I was doing, but thanks to it was the first time I've ever staffed anything. It was here in OSU Collegiate League, and it was the player base, it was the staff that it just kept me motivated to keep doing it. And if it wasn't for them, OCL wouldn't really be where it is with all the help that we've given each other. But yeah, also thank you everyone for watching. It was a very fun match to ref, to watch, to play. I'm sure for the players as well. So I hope you all have a good night. Lumen, Sparky, Bonkme, Sudderton, do you all want to add anything else?
I'll say a quick thing of I'll get the stats up, and then that'll be all on the public-facing edge from us, other than keep an eye out for an announcement from the hosts closing everything out.
Perfect. And also, like, I don't mind saying it here because, well, I want to try to keep this consistent, but winter split, just so everyone can kind of, like, keep an eye out. I shoot on having the forum post out January 1st, just like last winter split. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for that. But I'm very excited to see what happens then. So we'll all see you all then.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Like what Mr. Chicken said, this tournament was also my first ever staffing experience, and so I want to thank everyone, all the staff that's been here with us to the end, and also the co-hosts, Lumen, Virginia Tech, and Pork is Great. They've done so much for you guys, and please thank them. I thank them from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you guys too for your experience. Yeah, so I hope you guys really like this split, and we're looking to do even greater things in the future.
You all have a good night, have a good day, whatever it is. UTC sucks, I don't care. You all take care.
Until next time.
Till next time, yeah.